Buddy!
Yeah, we're live. I haven't got audio this time.
That was, to quote Brack.
Sorry for being late, folks.
Hi, everybody!
I've always been more a fan of Zorak.
Who's that talking? Special guest tonight, folks. It's a bit of a Canadian
Very
love.
special guest.
Very, very special guest.
Like, so special.
It's a Canadian loving. I'm the only one that's not Canadian. We got JRoss.
Fucking odd man out, eh?
He's the internationally.
You're just proto-Canadian, Mr. You're just proto-Canadian Rip.
Yeah, he's pre-Canadian,
Yeah.
not to be confused with pre-coom.
No, you may remember JRoss from such places as the original Discord and the new improved Discord. I'm sure it's a bit controversial, controversial having this gentleman on, but he is. The reason why he gets away with so much stuff is because he's a close friend. So,
Who, JRoss or me?
yeah. Well, you don't get away with much. You don't do much wrong. You're a good boy. JRoss a bad
Damn,
boy.
All right, I didn't
But
know we had.
I'm a
dynamic
good
like
boy
that.
and everyone loves me.
No, I.
You are literally like the epitome of chaotic brat energy. Don't even, bro.
But for
But
every
I love you for it.
for, for every neutral person, there's always a chaotic person on the other side, managing the Discord, handing out bans, and just generally being a complete cock. So,
How many times have I banned you, JRoss? Like 3 or 4?
4 or 5.
Yeah, something about there.
yeah, well, he's here.
That was a good meme.
He's here. He's here for a
it's fun
chit chat.
banning JRoss. Look at what
Yeah.
I'm sipping today, boys. Little Nobushi.
Oh,
Ooh,
Nice juice.
no bushi here because I just shaved. That's probably terrible.
is it whiskey?
Yes.
That's Japanese whiskey.
Is that what you're on, JRoss?
Yeah, I have something called Toki, which is a very.
Ooh.
Sadly, I don't have a webcam, or you could see it's a very, very pale whiskey.
Yeah,
Nice.
mine's quite pale too. It's nice though. I like it.
I'm on Irish water, so I am.
What, Guinness?
It's a Hop House 13. It's Guinness's version, Guinness's lager. So, yeah, it's
Harp?
Irish water.
Mhm.
No, it's not. It's not Guinness actually, but it's hard part. Yes.
I love a harp.
Me too, actually. Hi everybody. There's loads of people chatting in the chat. Hello,
Hi,
to
chat.
everybody's here. Yeah, thank you for
Hi, my
joining.
sweet friends. It's so good to see you all.
Uh,
What up in Twitch? I see Dragon Hunter. I see Don't Mate Me Mate.
he's always. I
I
know
see
people would
Dragon Boy, Dragon Hunter. I see Nolan. Hello, Nolan.
knowledge.
Hi, JRoss. What the fuck is your ass?
Oh, hi.
Stupid ass doing in chat.
I know.
Boy.
Someone has to wrangle the tards.
I do you know something. I
Yeah,
I
it
was.
takes one to know one, I guess.
Yeah,
I-
I mean, I'm only dealing with my wheelhouse.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. That's the
beautiful.
reason
It's
why you're the
poetry.
man for the job. He-
Hentai Lord 69 says, "I'm chaotic depressed."
oh,
I'm
I
sorry.
know.
Hentai
Sorry,
Lord.
buddy.
I love your username though. 69 is funny sex number.
It's the best number of all the sex numbers, I
Yeah.
think.
Funny sex. Well, have you ever heard that old joke? What's the speed limit for sex?
No.
68. At 69, you got to turn around.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh,
That's
it's
bad.
not even that bad.
Thankfully, these streams now are not
My-
monetized.
My grade 10 math teacher told me that joke.
That's a bit
Okay?
creepy.
He told the
Uh,
class that joke.
It's a bit creepy. No, these streams are not monetized.
He
but
had
they're-
very few boundaries. Shouts
they're-
out Stevenson McCallis.
But also, if you miss it, you're missing it because it's you have to. There is a playlist for live streams, and you can go back and watch it there. But that's not very advertised, so you're very special if you know about that. So you actually have
Like
to
JRoss
watch.
special.
No, just like special, not special.
Oh,
We need to get off the special jokes. JRoss
it's true, we do.
is not reading anything. He's just here for the general chit chat, but he will
Oh, but we
because
are
he is
making him read something.
his special guest rules. Special guest rules. So we're not even going to break him in straight away. We're going to. Scorpius knows what we're talking about. He knows special guest rules. He's went through the.
Everybody gets jumped in.
Yeah, before we start with new people, there's always an hour's induction. So there is, just to make sure that they're technically right.
It's
JRoss
very unceremonious ceremony.
Technically, JRoss failed the induction because he doesn't have a webcam, and that's the sort of rules. But he gets away with it because he's my JRoss, you know.
Because we appreciate him.
He's like, our Jamie.
He's like, are we Jamie Lee?
Yeah, it's like, are we Jamie Lee?
Are we
So-
J-Ross Lee?
Yeah,
That's our we JRoss Lee.
that's him. So that's a joke that's been floated about.
JRoss Lee out from the mirrors.
Hey, how are you there? Hey, how you going?
Righty. Okay, first story. Oh yes, there is a story. We had put tonight's video up 2 hours early, Dave. Just to let you know.
Sorry?
We had put tonight's video up 2 hours early, so it didn't clash with the stream.
Oh, bless your heart. All right, is this the first story, the one that's posted here?
No,
Or is
I'm
that
flicking.
that's I'm seeing. Okay, I got it.
I'm
I just
flicking.
meant to
I'm
open up the
flicking.
stream.
How long's the
Sorry, I
long
just got
stuff?
home from dirt biking with the boys.
This is from
As
License
you
to
know,
Grill.
but
Yeah,
chat needs to know. That's why
License
I'm
to.
dirty and my hair's all over.
You love it.
I see it. I see it. I'm on track.
This is from License to Grill. 007. It's my type of name.
007. We grilled
License
up
to
some
Grill.
burgers over at the campsite where we were dirt biking, so that's perfect. We too
Yeah,
have
get
the
some
license
get some
to
food
grill.
poisoning. Get some food
And a
poisoning.
Coleman too.
Oh, Jerry, don't even.
That is a surprisingly based username.
Whoever,
Good job.
What
License to grill.
all tonight's
Oh
super
hell yeah!
chats.
I wonder if license to grill is propane or charcoal. Personally, and this is an unpopular opinion, but I'm a charcoal man. Charcoal
I'm a
and wood
charcoal man.
chips.
Yeah. Same here.
All right. Posted by /license to grill 007 15 hours ago. My greatest time playing 5th edition and establishing a legacy. So I guess we should go Lydian mode for this one. Great. And then we're going to go D because we love giving them that D. All right. So I'll try to make this as brief as possible. So I'm playing Descent into Avernus as a human eldritch knight named Joachim von Rillen. My buddy is playing a dragonborn sorcerer named Roger. His friend is playing a monk named Name Forgotten. My two friends are a cleric of Ogma named Driftwood, and a bard named Chi. Before our descent, we had the cleric prepare several instances of Revivify. So anyways, we go to Heck, and we're trapped on the city of Elturel, 500 feet above Avernus. We fight towards the edge, only to realize there's no safe way down. We get an idea to tie a rope around the monk and have him rappel downwards, but 6 imps appear. One with a pair of scissors, and threatens to cut the rope and drop him into the river Styx, unless we sign a soul contract to deliver a box of coins to someone on the battlefield. My guy, a lawful good guy, and the sorcerer refused to sign it, but the monk, cleric, and bard sign the contract. They instantly get teleported to the ground. We're marooned up top, so we're stuck trying to find a way down when I said, why not just jump? I dismissed the idea as absurd, but it dawned on me that you wouldn't fall straight down, you'd curve. The DM was a mechanical engineer with a specialty in aerodynamics. I expressed that to the sorcerer, and he jumped. The 6 imps caught him and pulled him over the sticks and threatened to drop him. He yells up to my guy, "Jump!" as he twin casts Shocking Grasp and kills 2 imps. I cast a light cantrip on myself to act as the beacon for my team and jump. The DM, with the mathematical know-how, determines that not only do I succeed in avoiding dropping into the sticks, but I land just shy of 100 feet away from my party. The cleric came over to me, revived me, and that was how the legacy of Joachim became immortalized as the first ever Helldiver. The DM gave me an inspiration point for embodying the virtues of Torm, and our party became known as the Helldivers.
I like it a lot. I like it a lot. It's good. Thank you very much for submitting. License to Grill 007.
Appreciate you, License. Love you. That was great.
I changed my barbecue this year. I had a propane barbecue, but I went charcoal. So
You went pro. Yeah, you gotta go charcoal.
because it's basically
charcoal
like
and wood
just
chips.
it's just like cutting your, it's just like cooking it in the grill, sort of.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, you don't like flavor?
I'm sorry, I thought this was a propane chat. I thought we liked the taste of meat, not heat.
Yeah.
Oh no. I like the taste of the meat and the heat. The heat is an essential part of the meat. You see, it's not the meat without the heat.
I love a bit of meat.
There are
as
quite a
much
few
as
things
most
that
dudes do.
charcoal
Like,
goes
you know,
really well.
I like my meat smoked. Smoked meat. No, don't go propane on us tonight, because once we start going to Bobby, well, it's too far. Like at that point, so I haven't watched King of the Hill in years and years and years. Ready. So I'm wondering how many people in the chat have fallen out with JRoss.
Yeah, who's gotten in a fight with JRoss? Raise your hands.
Yeah.
Can we
You
see those
can't see it, but
hands?
my hand is raised.
My hand is raised. I've banned this bitch like 4 or 5 times.
I am very. I think I banned him a few times at the start. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you banned me for
Yeah.
porn,
Yes.
and
yes.
Yeti delivered.
Anon always delivers. All right. Cool. We've got another story then, yeah?
Is this the one? Somebody was asking about character concepts earlier on. I missed it in the chat. Somebody asked, could I read out the character concept? It's only slightly edgy. By Impossible X666. Got a load of X's in it. Let me see what edgy is classed as, because I know JRoss is on, but we don't want to go that low tonight. They don't want to lower the standards too much.
I mean, our standards are pretty much rock bottom today.
I'm not that edgy.
I mean, kind of though.
Yeah.
Like a little bit.
If anybody
just
wants
setting
to
up an
join the
effects
Discord
chain.
just to send messages to JRoss, you're more than welcome.
Just to annoy JRoss.
If anybody's looking a friend and you like,
if
your
anybody
friends,
needs a friend,
yes,
JRoss will be your friend.
If MrRipper and Dave Makes Noises and Brian are too busy for you, JRoss,
Which we are.
is the man. I reply back to a lot of people. I do. A lot of people do
I
send
reply
me
back to whoever messages me. I just don't always have the bandwidth for a full conversation because oftentimes I'm doing stuff.
I think JRoss is always, he's free anyway, most of the time.
Yes,
He's not-
please
if
be
he's
my
not-
friend.
Right, go for it, Dave. We're going to do that one, and then we're going to make JRoss read a story out, and then we're going to see how the night goes. Or the afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Or in the evening, if you're Mr. Ross. Oh.
Slow down my tempo a little bit. There we go.
Completely
That's a
different.
vibe. Isn't that so nice?
It's lovely. Here, before you start.
All right. Posted by. Oh, sorry.
No, it don't matter. Don't matter. I will do it after.
up?
Go for it. I'll tell you all about it after. Go for it.
Okay, very good. This is posted by u/Impoxible 1 day ago. D&D character concept, only slightly edgy. I created a character a while back who came in contact with a heart-dwelling parasite from one of the deepest layers of hell. I wrote out a subclass for it and everything. Depending on the situation, she can lose full control over her actions due to the parasite and go into a barbarian's rage-like state. My DM controls when this happens. I promise it's not a murder hobo. She can sense demonic presence within a radius changing as she levels up. There's a lifesteal ability nerfed compared to the Hexblade one, and my favorite part of the subclass at level 15, she's being pulled into an imaginary arena to fight off the parasite's control. Dying results in her soul being trapped inside her own body whilst the parasite has full control over her body. The player still has control over the character, or defeating the parasite results in gaining full control over her abilities. Quick note, I know some people are against taking control away from the player, so I made it to where you make a save if you want to make an action of your choice or stop an action from happening, making for really cool story moments. I'm having a lot of fun playing this character. She vibes extremely well with the rest of the party. If anyone wants the subclass info, here it is. Insert Google Doc link. And yes, it's a Google Doc because I'm too lazy to figure out how to work D&D Beyond's homebrew creator. Perfectly acceptable. That shit is a nightmare. The character's name is Rena. She's a demi-human who lost control one day due to the parasite and killed her parents. I promise it's only slightly edgy. During the campaign, she's the kind of person to keep positive to the point of being completely naive to how shitty the situation actually is. A very happy character like this. A very happy character despite the literal demons following her around. See? I told you it wasn't that edgy. I know shit like this has probably been done before, but I'm having more fun than I've had in any other game because of this character and the campaign complementing the party perfectly. I don't know, I guess it's just perfect. And yes, saying it's not edgy was a joke before I get ass blasted in the comments. And Mastergate64 with the ass blasting.
Yeah, only one ass blaster. thank you very much for submitting. Oh, Dave, I gave it to Brian though. I gave it to Brian.
What did you give to Brian?
We have our very first murder hobo video coming. In early June.
Oh, what is this, Neckbeardia?
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Yeah, Brian loves a good murder hobo. So yeah, I've done the stories for early June, so they'll be released tomorrow. I just have to go through them and just double check, especially with the murder hobo one. It doesn't get too JRoss on us. What I was going to say before I was going to stop you there, what I was trying to stop you there, Dave, was that, remember I was talking about that Ableton thing, the keyboard, you probably flicked the screen. Yeah, you're the one's way fancier, but I had spotted it and I said to you it was quite cheap, but obviously you need the software for it. Seb, my son, who's 7, he's nearly 8, he'll be 8 next week. He was like, "Oh, Dad, I seen this really cool keyboard on the shop up the road. I want it. And he was talking about the same thing. That, and he
was
wants
it was it an Ableton Push or was it Novation Launchpad?
I'll take a picture of it for you. But he also have to go up there tomorrow. But yeah, that there, and he wants the mixing, the USB deck things. He wants some of that there. I don't know what he's
trying. Wants to be a little DJ.
Yeah, I think he's trying to turn into Marshmallow or make music for Travis Scott, because he told me Travis Scott was the best singer ever. This was today.
Oh well, I can teach the man's how to make beats, especially like Travis Scott type beats. Like no big deal. Like he loves teach him what to listen for.
He loves all that. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, talking about having to go up to the shop tomorrow. You will be able to hear my mouth breathing again next week, because I will no longer have RTX voice to mask out my asthma and fat man heavy breathing, because I'm going to trade my 3090 that I got for free in. So yeah, it's going, and I have to go AMD because that's all I can get. So yeah.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that earlier.
Oh
yeah,
no,
I know. So
not
you get to
Team
hear.
Red.
I know you hear me breathing. It's not, the RTX voice is actually amazing.
It's insane.
I mean, you could always just download a
probably
voice
hear clapping
modulator.
Yeah, you can hear the clap and all is brilliant.
Same.
I can eat the old biscuits when I'm chatting to people. Amazing. Right, MrRoss.
Yeah.
Your time to shine, baby. Your time to shine. Now, Dave, there's a certain person here that I don't trust, and his name begins with
JRoss.
D, and ends in Y.
Why don't you trust
1 3 2 5 4 8
Davey?
Because I have a funny feeling that we might have done this, because it's so old. The likelihood of us missing it. So I want, if we think we've done it before, we'll pick another one, because I don't want JRoss having to. Hi, Epic Lizard. I don't want JRoss having to reread one. I want him to have the full MrRipper.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen this one.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Is it that memorable? We'll do it anyway, because it's 3 months ago.
Okay, here we go.
Have you been practicing, Di? Have you been reading through it, JRoss?
Yeah, I read it once or twice. It's fantastic.
You need to do your Dragon Boy voice. Is he Canadian, or are you going to put a character voice on for this?
Oh, I'll have a voice.
Go for it.
A Shot by Dragon Boy 13258. The air was cool. She sighted her scope as she awaited on the ridge. The bounty on these strangers' heads was 10,000 each. There was 3 of them. She knew she would be able to take out at least one with her gun before they could even get close. She's done it before. Rinse and repeat. Tell the group there are bandits through the chasm. Wait for them to be caught out in the open and kill them before they even see the gunshots. They are coming down the same trek many had come down before. A small kobold rogue with a light short bow. Another was an elf sorcerer. They had a staff. And lastly, a human fighter. Her targets. She took a breath and readied her gun. Time seemed to slow as if some unknown object rolled, covered in numbers. She wasn't privy to this, but it was there. determining the fate and luck of the world on a whim. It was a 17. But she knew what she was doing. A single muffled gunshot rang out, and the kobold dropped. The others ran as they were under fire. Another roll. 6. The shot ricocheted off a rock as the elf sprinted. 15. The shot was on target, and the fighter tried to shoot an arrow in vain. Desperate yet out while the round shattered on the elf shield spell. Nat 20. The round went through their shield and right in the elf head. 2 down, 1 left. The air was chilly as she sighted the fighter. And there was a 19. She smirked as she knocked the human on her butt and slowly walked up, the human's knee shattered by the round. She lined up the barrel, 10 feet away, and said, "The name's Trickshot, and that will be the last thing you ever hear." And there was a last roll, last shot, another bounty taken care of. Thank you for that story, Dragon Boy.
You read it exactly how I think Dragon Boy reads them in his head whenever he's writing them down. You had that dramatic, you had that dramatic bit there and the pauses and all. Thank you very much, JRoss. I'm just trying to work out who I should sack first. Dave or Brian for the JRoss experience?
Probably Dave.
Ah.
Wait, am I giving my job to JRoss?
No,
Yes.
definitely not.
We are creating a anarcho-syndicalist cartel.
Commune? An anarcho-syndicalist commune?
Yes, we are creating the voice acting cartel.
Well, you didn't think to ask if I was called Dennis now, did ya?
Oh, thank you very much, Monster Slayers Guild. Got a raid. Yay. Going well tonight. Here, thank you very much for joining us. Yeah, Jerry, if you've any stories, anything, just fire into the Reddit. That's the best way of doing it. And then it gets picked up, and then yeah, or send them to me in a link. That's maybe a better bet. It's weird. We've been trying to arrange this for weeks, haven't we, JRoss, to get you on?
Hey, what up, Raiders? Thank you, Monster
I
Slayers
was
Guild.
gonna come last week, but my parents decided to come down for dinner, so
Parents.
they just don't understand.
I know.
Will Smith was right.
What?
Will Smith? Will Smith.
Getting jiggy with it.
Will Smith.
No.
Yeah,
Is that
back when he was still with Jazzy Jeff.
Jazzy Jeff?
I'm sorry, DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Oh, you have to get that right.
I almost saw DJ Jazzy Jeff do a gig in Ottawa when I was living there, eh?
Nice. Man, I would have loved to have seen that. DJ Jazzy Jeff is awesome.
He's a legend. He's very jazzy.
I feel there's another backstory for you to do, Dave. What do you think? I like the beats tonight. I like the tunes.
You like the vibe?
I like
It's
the
just the
vibe.
same piano with an arpeggiator on it and a delay.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's very game style.
It moves.
It's
It keeps
like-
the rhythm for me.
It's RPG background music. It's good. I like it. It's like
Yeah,
that
it's
sort of.
inspired like by the mines in Stardew Valley.
Yeah, no. I've never played Stardew Valley, but it sounds
You
what
are
I'd
missing
imagine.
out,
it-
my guy. One of the
You
best
really
games ever
should.
conceived.
Put it on
It is
stream.
an absolute masterpiece.
Brian's already covered that game, so he has. I got. I have.
Everybody's already covered that game. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't have the experience.
Oh, I
of
would. I
playing
would
it.
stream it. I wouldn't stream it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, play it and then see. You'd probably be like, "Fuck, I'd stream the shit out of this."
Yeah, no, I've yeah, that the money that I'm saving for my graphics card, people, you're gonna be excited to know that I'm not buying a motorbike or jet ski or anything exciting. I don't know what you'd class exciting, Dave. Big delivery, Amazon delivery, that would be exciting for you. You probably don't get it from Amazon. I don't know what
What?
JRoss is into. Thinking of exciting stuff, I'm buying wooden floors for my living room. That's what I'm using the money for.
Ugh,
How sad's that?
very nice.
I got a big
All
sample
right.
if anybody wants to see it.
This was
Massive.
posted
for it.
by you/Gilly in 1996, one day ago. The non-tragic backstory of my half-elf bard. Yeah. Sorry, not that great at writing out the story, but I hope people enjoy it. Bracket, bracket. Selah was born to a noble couple of once rather well-traveled adventurers. Her mother was an elven grave cleric whom followed the Raven Queen. Her father, on the other hand, was a hexblade warlock that chose the Pact of the Blade. Growing up, she was always treated well by her parents and told wonderful stories of the adventures her mother and father had, as well as being taught the ways of being a follower of the Raven Queen. One day, while growing up, she found an old lute sitting hidden away in the attic of their house, and every so often she would practice in secret, teaching herself to play. However, she could not get her voice to quite come in tune, which did sadden her, but she would continue to play until one day her mother caught her playing. Calling her father up to the attic, they both sit down and tell her the story of how their bard companion sacrificed himself in order for everyone to escape the evil lich. From this day on, she trained with her father, learning to use a rapier. One day she saw her father's sword sitting on a table, and being rather curious, she picked it up, and almost instantly had a voice ring out in her head. "Ah, hello, child. You seem to have a rather familiar scent to you." Hearing this, she instantly dropped the blade and ran to her father. He was rather upset with her, but could understand that she learned her lesson and was scared. Skipping ahead, once she turned 18, her parents decided to have one last adventure before Selah set out on her own. They told her that it would maybe be about 6 months, but now it's been over 2 years, and she finally decided to set out on her own and look for her parents, ready with a few items of the Raven Queen and a rapier that her father gave as a present just before they left. Having her lute, she plans on retelling her parents' stories, hoping that maybe someone will recognize one of them and help her in finding out what happened to her parents. That was a banger. That was great.
Yeah, that
I
was
really
pretty
liked that.
But did they say they were
Like,
great at telling
syntax
stories?
aside, that was excellent. I really liked that.
I was too busy spaced out there reading the chat. That's why I
Yeah,
missed the end.
also the music definitely like takes
It
you
adds
to
to
a
it.
place. But I was feeling it. Burnout 889 says no problem. Love the videos. Glad to catch up. Hey, glad to have
I
you.
know.
Thanks to have you. But yeah, that was killer. I would love to see where that character went. That was excellent. Have a good one, Scorpius. I just want to catch up because I was reading. Hey, Gilly, that's you. That's you, the one that we just read. That was fucking awesome, dude.
All right, perfect.
Gilly's in chat. Yo,
I love open arms. That's the
hey.
best bit. We need any special
love that.
requests? We need any special requests? Anybody wants to send links? We can go through the links. There was one I seen earlier on. I liked. I was doing stories earlier on, so I was. Wait, Alex Trevor, that music's making me just space out. So it is. I'm fairly just
It's trippy, right?
just about to count here and just drink my beer and forget I'm streaming. Wonder how many people would watch me sleep on stream.
Oh, hundreds.
JRoss definitely would. He should.
JRoss already watches you sleep.
He's been encouraging me. He is my true one encouragement to do an OnlyFans channel. But I have a funny feeling I'd only make $10 a month. Do you know what I mean? And then that would bankrupt the poor man. And then you've got people like Jerry Ferguson super chatting him, flip sake, you know.
Oh, what a legend.
I'm trying to encourage him not to do it. Do you know what I mean?
Jerry's an absolute legend. Don't encourage Jerry not to do it. Encourage Jerry to do it because that helps us.
No, because it does, but
Jerry's a mad lad. He goes a little crazy with it, I admit. But hear me out. That's fine.
He's the most consistent of the super chatters by a significant margin. But it's not encouraged, but it is appreciated.
It is appreciated. What do you mean? We encourage it. If you feel like super chatting because you love the channel, feel free to super chat. I won't stop you, even if Rip Daddy's like, no, don't do it. Rip Daddy just wants to like, keep us chained to the radiator. That's all that he wants.
That's what happens whenever you come to stay with me, Dave. Yeah, you're just gonna sleep chained to the radiator. The dog. You wake up the dog like in your face. And then JRoss will appear, and then we'll go on a mad party. I think it's time for a story. Cobalt hating ranger gets a pet cobalt. No, you're too easily encouraged. There, look at Dave. Dave's face now. Like it's gonna come up in a wee second on the stream, but everybody else see it. Yeah,
I love that super chat, Jerry. Thank you. I'm
all,
doing
what did Jerry do?
it.
all super.
Hey, absolute mad lad! What a crazy guy!
Oh dear.
Oh my
The wor-
God, Jerry!
Thank you, Jerry, for supporting the
Crazy.
voice actor cartel.
Yeah.
Voice actor cartel that I'm apparently not invited to because I'm not a voice actor.
No.
I mean,
Nope.
Dave, you helped start this cartel.
I know.
Yeah.
You're like Ninja
And you're
Shadow
kicking me
this.
out of my own band.
Yeah. That's what happens to all the good
Oh.
ones.
No, you're getting
guys
promoted to head
suck.
office.
Head office? Does that office involve getting head?
Yes, it
Yeah.
also involves breaking
Right,
kneecaps.
then I'm in.
But I'm the only-
Yo, my
but
boy,
I-
let's go.
yeah,
Hold on, let me hit this whiskey real quick.
I've been in the head office the whole time, Dave, and that's the problem. Because if you're getting head in the head
Oh, you're
office,
definitely not getting.
and
any
I'm the
head.
only person in the office, you may
Bro, I
regret.
think you would still be taller than me on your knees. That's a scary thing to think about.
No, because I would say the worrying thing is that
I would
you're
have
s-
to like climb up the fucking wall and like do some Spider-Man shit in order to even receive head in the head.
But you want to
office.
know something, Dave? You'd be in good luck because I've worked out that you're exactly the same height as Mrs. Ripper, so I have plenty of.
And you can suck her dick.
I'm plenty of
Oh.
plenty of experience before I get RC with you. I got
On
plenty.
your knees?
I got plenty of experience with dealing people your height. Do you know what I mean? Swift digs to the head, that sort of stuff.
Oh, I bet. I
Go
bet.
for it.
That got aggressive.
I get physically
Reinstate
wrangle
Dave, you cowards. Yes! Reinstate Dave,
No.
you cowards!
Bad boys.
Burnout gets me, bro.
He's in the naughty step now. Go for it, Dave.
Okay, let me just change back to the last sound I was using.
I
'cause
feel
like
like-
it better.
I feel like dragging out another Dragon Boy story just for JRoss too.
Uh-huh.
Catch him on the. See what he's like when he hasn't got any practice.
All right, that's a nice sound.
It is.
Posted by you/Alex Trevor 3 days ago. Kobold hating ranger gets a pet kobold. Story time, folks.
Great start. I always love it. Story time.
In my very first D&D game, I played with an experienced DM and her friends, and then 3 other inexperienced people. There were a lot of pretty great characters, but the important one for this character is an angsty elven ranger who, for whatever reason, hated kobolds. We never did get the backstory on that whole thing, but from the very first session, she took every opportunity to kill any kobold she saw, which was lucky, because the party was tracking a cult made up mostly of kobolds. She kept a kill count, including any that she critted, and would often forego more logical moves just to kill any kobold. Anyway, this specific time, she and the fighter, me, went ahead into the woods together to gather info on the cult, while the other 5 members went into camp. Long story short, the wizard and the monk successfully rescued a few prisoners and snuck them out, while the bard, paladin, who is the most chaotic of the party, by the way, unusual, but I'm here for it, and barbarian got some info out of the leader through a few nat 20 persuasions between them. Nice. Everything went downhill, though, when the barbarian ran into a kobold on the way out and managed to unnat 20 persuade him into coming with the group out of the camp. The 3 different groups met up in the woods, and understandable chaos and confusion followed, as 2 groups brought extra people with them. The fighter managed to convince the ranger not to shoot the kobold on sight, and the wizard, being the logical one, sat everyone down and talked through everything they found out, and the kobold just sat there? Even when he found out that they were working against the cult? So, long story short, the wizard told the kobold that he could join the group, nat 20 persuaded him, and then told the kobold that his new job was to follow the ranger around. The ranger begrudgingly agreed, and over the next few campaigns, she became overly attached and bought the kobold a bow, and spent 100 hours getting him proficient in it. We scrolling or what, Scott?
Oh, miles off there, so I was trying to catch up there. Too busy chatting.
TLDR, Ranger hates Kobold. Barbarian and Wizard team up to get the Ranger a sidekick Kobold through a few convenient nat 20s. Ranger now hates all Kobolds except her friend, whom she will die for.
I like that. I've got into it too far into it again, and the music's too trippy. Need the piano back. It's making me enjoy
Need
it
the
too
piano
much.
back?
Yeah, it's making me enjoy it too much.
All right. Well, I'm gonna torture you with just a loop of some new shit that I just made last
All right,
night
go
or
for it,
the
yeah.
other night.
Yeah, JRoss is getting really into this cartel thing, but I mean, before I close it down, you need to tell me what position I have, Mr. Ross.
I mean, obviously you're the Don.
They're
Don
saying
Rip
you're the
Daddy.
Don.
Yeah, no, Dave's like El Chapo, who's like a captain. You're like the head of the cartel.
Yeah.
Dave's like the lieutenant.
Like a wee bit of role reversal because you're my lieutenant on Discord.
Yeah, no, I'm more like a street level enforcer.
Right. That's
Yeah, you're a thug.
you're the thug.
Yeah.
He's the guy that like extorts people's protection money out of them.
Hey, that's a nice shop you got here. It'd be a shame if something happened to it.
Exactly. Burnout asked, when are we getting a Rip Daddy hot tub stream? Rip Daddy, where's that hot
Yeah,
tub at, my boy?
When are you getting into that separate category on Twitch?
Well,
Oh my God, JRoss, I just saw that we need to merge with the Film Actors Guild. Only if I get to be a guard.
Well, you see, people are bringing
We're
up
guards.
People are bringing up the hot tubs, and I'm going to let you into
Matt
a wee secret.
Damon.
What do you think
Matt
Mrs. Ripper does
Damon.
for a living? Go on, have a guess. I've told you this before, haven't I? She sells hot tubs.
Oh, so y'all have a hot tub then,
No,
obviously,
I
right?
refuse to buy one.
Yeah, rule number, I think it's rule number 7 of the 10 crack commandments is never get high on your own supply.
Yeah, well, you see, the thing is in my house is that I pay for the electricity, and the electricity is
Yeah.
already sky high. And
I bet, because of all your PCs.
yes, and I was offered the don't worry, I'll pay for the money for the hot tub. Well, what about the extra £140 a month that goes on the initial electricity bill? So I refused to buy a hot tub just for that basis. But I could get one. It's Hydropool, Canadian
Ooh.
company, yeah, the posh ones.
Well, that sounds bougie.
But the funny thing is that when she told me how much they were, I said there's absolutely no way anybody will buy one of them when she first started the job, and they sell quite well, so I'm quite impressed. Yeah, you probably can see actually. I don't know. I've got look, I've got lights going on outside, so I have all the you know those Twitch streams you're talking about, JRoss, where they're all like the back all lit up. I have bar lights out the back now. So I could handle this whole stream. But I have very hairy breasts, and I'm sure most people probably wouldn't be that interested in seeing them. So, apart from you, JRoss, and maybe Dave, well, he's got a few drinks in him. So,
Yeah,
sometimes
don't mind
about
me.
breasts.
I'm just telling chat that you're making voice actors cartel merch.
yeah, definitely.
These fucking guys. All right, I'm going to disappear for like 3 seconds.
Go for it. I've got the next story lined up. JRoss and I are going to entertain the masses.
Oh, I won't be
what are
that
you
long.
doing?
I'm still going to be here. I'm just going to go off camera for a brief
Oh,
moment.
right.
Pick up
All
what I'm
right.
putting down.
All right, I wonder what you're doing.
Yes, you have to go take it to the recycling.
A little safe. No, I just need to take a little safety meeting, or OSHA's going to be on my ass. You know what I mean?
course.
Got to stay safe in the workplace. There's Jazz that needs cabbaging.
Somebody's asking me how many PCs I have. I have one PC myself, but then I have some children. So there, any one time, there's 5 gaming computers on in my house, and that's the problem with the electricity bill. Because I thought I was being smart, and I got my kids into computer gaming and not Xboxes and PlayStations and stuff like that there. And then I got to run all these computers all the time. There's my computer here. Let's see. Yeah.
She's a beaut.
I had to change my case because when my 3080 died, the 3090 didn't fit, and that's the biggest case you can buy pretty much, and the 3090 just about fits in it. You can tell I'm promise you I'm not an alcoholic. Yeah, so you can see my big belly. 1 second, there we go, we're back. Yeah, so
Who's got your belly?
yeah, I thought a wee bit of a panage of my office. So I have there's a load of computers going, and yeah, the lights are on all the time. You see, you have to remember in Northern Ireland, the price of electricity is expensive. I have actually switched my electricity, Dave, and I've went for all green energy. So I have
Oh,
all
what are you burning,
renewable.
hemp?
No, all renewable sources. So
I need to adjust my zoom scene.
you do. But the reason why I
Yeah.
think that the price isn't going to go up too much, 14p is what I'm signing up for. I'm on 18p, which is about 20 cents or something like that, American, maybe a bit more. So it's dear enough. Don't mate whatever that's meant. I can't
fixed
say
it.
Yeah, so it's reasonably dear. I've decided that the price of wind can't go up, so I'm thinking if I go for a renewable one for the tariff, it can't go up in price because I can't tell you, oh, the price of oil's gone up, or you know what I mean? Because the price of wind's the price of wind. Does my logic make sense, Dave? Do you think?
The price of wind is going up. I don't know.
No, well, they
I
can't.
just-
But they can't say that. They can't go, oh, the price of wind's gone up. We're going to put your prices up. Do you get
yeah,
that
well,
all?
they can't, but they, they had to give the employees a raise, and that's your problem.
Bugger
Except
that.
the employees, raise adds up to like cents on the dollar, and really it's just we had to, pocket a whole bunch of bonus money for our board members and shareholders out of your pocket because we had to create value for the shareholders. Capitalism. Okay, this one was posted by u/potato claimer. Claimer or Claymore? I'm gonna say Claimer.
Pay more. Yeah, it's just spell
All
funny. Yeah.
All right, well, it's Claimer now. Potato Claimer. I claim this potato 3 days ago. How I absolutely derailed my DM's campaign. Hey all. Bit long and first time writing, but worth it. You're goddamn right. So we were running this campaign where a giant blob of flesh. Hi, I'm Bob. I'm Flesh. Where a giant blob of flesh, controlled by the demon Beelzebul, had been chasing us for 3 in-game years. Weird magical time loop castle antics. And we decided to stop it once and for all at the first chance we got to a major city. Problem was, every time the creature ate something, it would add to its HP pool and gain its ability, basically making it an unstoppable blob with HP surpassing a Tarrasque. We were all level 6. As we were preparing for the fight, my character, a changeling bard, decides to make a deal with a suspicious merchant for signing a blood contract with him in exchange for a fireball staff. Insight checks failed, and my character happily signs off without reading it completely. Plot twist. It was the Demon Lord, trying to gain the upper hand on us before our confrontation in the future. Magical time loop issues, back at it. As a last resort, we decide to pull cards from the deck of many fates. I pulled one that in exchange for something precious to me, I could pull 3 random cards and choose one. Fast forward to the fight, and we got absolutely crushed despite our amazing rolls. No surprise there. And we were all low HP, 2 of us rolling saves, and me, the last man standing. I decided it is time for me to cash in my card, and depending on what I get, the cost would be decided. I pulled the Scorpion card, letting me kill 1 creature of my choosing. My DM goes white. I ask him if he will let me use it in exchange for my life. He stupidly accepts and lets me kill any 1 creature I choose that I have met. The monster had split into 3. He thinks I'm going to use it on the biggest blob and ruin his encounter. I make my epic farewell speech and utter the name of my target, Beelzebul. Complete dead silence in the table before bursting in laughter. My DM panics and realizes he can't go back on his words and utters the famous words, "I will allow it." And thus the demon gets killed while he is chilling in hell enjoying the show. Which in turn kills the monster as it was controlled by him and causes a power vacuum in hell that makes every demon in the world go back to fight for control. Worst part is he had planned for months how this war would go on, and we would be doing time travels to become strong enough to fight the Demon Lord and stop the disaster from ever happening. TLDR, my level 6 bard sacrificed himself to kill a Demon Lord, causing the war against the demons to be stopped. Destroying a campaign supposed to last until level 20 and making my DM enforce a permanent ban on the deck of many fates. That's
we're
the
doing
TLDRs.
Yeah, this is going well tonight, guys. Every story is going. I'm enjoying.
That was a banger. That was cool. I like that. I really like that.
Oh, this is the one.
What up,
It's very
Kazak?
neg-
How you doing?
I know.
How you doing?
We're getting people coming back, which is even more impressive. Yeah, my computers don't run 24/7 crypto mining though. Just to let you know, don't, mate.
Oh, you say.
No, not yet. Anyway, not yet. I'm on my computer all the time anyway, so I wouldn't be having that crap.
What's up, Ross? You want to read one?
Yeah, I think it's time for him to do this one. Go on.
This one looks like it's banging. Looks like a lot of people fucks with it.
Yeah.
So I think Ross should get to tell a banger.
Yay! Let me just get a little bit more whiskey.
Go for it. Yep, that's how I do it. Do you know, out of all the streams we've done, Dave, I think it was about 50. I think every one of them I have had a drink.
I have drank on most of them, unless I had somewhere to be after.
The sad thing is, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon where you are. So it's
Sunday, but
3.
it's Sunday Fun Day. That's totally
It's Sunday
cool.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
Sunday
have to
fun
be
day.
anywhere. I have to leave to meet my missus in 2 hours.
Ah.
Walk her home from work. That's the deal, you know?
Oh, that's
What a
very
gent.
romantic, Dave.
What an
Uh,
absolute
yeah.
scholar.
Well, she works
Chivalry
like
isn't
10
dead,
minutes
folks.
away from my place, so I'm like, whatever. She's bringing food home, so I'll help her carry it.
Aw,
And I'm a
what
nice
a-
guy like that.
Yeah.
You are a nice guy, and like not even in an r/nice guys way. Like you're just a nice guy, but also you're an r/nice guy.
No,
but,
I am
but
not
also
an
in
r/nice
you are
guy.
a genuinely nice guy as well.
I am not an r/nice guy. I'm not an entitled douchebag like that.
That's fair. That's fair. You really aren't. You really aren't. Yo, those guys are gross, and like there be some r/nice girls out there too, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
going
had
up
a run-in with one of those over the summer. She just
Uh,
moved out of the
they
main
are
house
the
that I lived
worst.
in. Bruh. I fully was like, I am not interested in that with you. And she like just decided that she would spite me any way she could for the rest of her time in that house.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bruh, you literally have a boyfriend. Like, you're good.
Like,
You
oh,
chill,
I'm
do
not
your thing.
interested. The correct response is, okay, thanks.
Yeah. Hope we can still be friends. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Obviously, we can still be friends. I'm just not feeling you like that. Like, it doesn't have to
Mhm.
be weird. You made it weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
Ugh.
get that a lot, Dave, with people just go.
No, because I don't put up with that shit. Absolutely not.
I mean,
I spot it. I usually spot it from further away.
yeah. Well, that's.
You know
I'm thankfully too old for that shit, so I ain't got that
exactly. Same here.
problem. I ain't got that problem.
Yeah.
I'm taking a
You
very
think
long
people
time.
outgrow it, but they don't.
No.
Yeah,
No. You just like you get better at spotting it and avoiding those
Mhm.
people.
I don't have to be
Yep.
nice to anybody. It's brilliant.
You really don't.
No,
Yeah. I mean, you do. You do be nice to people though, but
I don't have to be. That's the one.
you
thing.
don't
That's
have
probably,
to be. Well, that's just it. I don't have to be either. And generally speaking, I just am because it's easier.
That's
Yeah.
why I staked out my position as the bad cop from the start.
Well, that's it. That's it. Well, I can be quite brutal when I have to be. As
I mean,
JRoss
everybody
is-
has to be
Yeah, I can be quite bad
at some
sometimes.
point.
But you have to be like that sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta fucking lay down the law, dude.
Yeah, or just yeah. we're not
State
even
your
getting
case,
into it.
state your boundaries.
I've
Yeah, no.
I have boundaries. I have boundaries. I have boundaries.
Like I fully had a job where like I had to tell a guy who was probably 20, 30 years older than me that had been working there longer than me that I needed him to keep his head down and be a worker among workers because he was pissing off the talent. I had to tell this person with seniority over me, like, hey, you're being an ass right now, without saying, hey, you're being an ass right now.
oh,
So
you
I told him, you
see,
need to keep your head down, you need to keep your mouth shut, and I need you to be a worker among workers. And like we stayed friends after that because like he knew I was like tracking, you know?
yeah, no, I've had to be brutal like that with people too, but I don't mince my words, and they don't always be my friend after. But
It's really
Mhm.
easy
Has to
to
be.
like manage those situations. The secret to it, man, is like it's a little rhyme. You say what you mean what you say, don't say it mean. Tick off those 3 boxes and you're fucking
Yeah.
chill, dude.
yeah,
I know. I like working with old school guys that you can tell to fuck off, and then 5 minutes later you're going for a beer.
yeah.
Oh,
well, that-
exactly. That's how I am with my friend, with like some of my friends too. It's like, bro, you're pissing me off right now. I'm gonna fucking take 5. Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
And then you fucking smoke a joint and it's all good.
Mhm.
yeah, I can. I'll not even get into it. Righty, you want to
Kids
go
these
for?
days don't know how to communicate. That's all it is.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's it. Yeah, I've had a few choice words this week alone, and yeah, it's been pretty good. And I was proven right, which was the best bit. It was the best.
Oh, I
bit.
love being right. That's my favorite.
I called somebody out.
Vindication.
I called somebody out, and I
Sweet
called
vindication.
I called somebody out to somebody who has more authority than me, and I called somebody who I work with my same level a fucking chancer was the exact words, and I
What's
explained,
a fucking chancer for us
Just-
non-Irish folk?
Yeah, explain in proper English.
he
Yeah,
Colonial
the
English.
the Queen's English.
the
No,
person
the president's English. Explain in Joe Biden's English.
it's
Hello.
it's how you describe it. somebody who basically just plays the game and he does absolutely nothing else bar play the game, and when you actually see his work at the end of it, it's just game playing, and yeah, that's what a chancer would be. Somebody just chancing their luck all the time, and it didn't go down too well until about 20 minutes later, until I got the okay, Scott, I'll deal with it. Whenever he made a big mistake. So yeah, he does absolutely nothing. I hate people like that. Absolutely hate people like that. When you're working, you're working, and when you're not, you're not. I try not to. I don't like letting people down, but when you're getting let down all the time, it's a pain in the hole. It's a pain in the hole. Do you want to know what that means?
I think we all know what that means.
That's all right.
all
Just
know what that
translating it for you.
Yeah.
Although, all I'm going to say is I've been sending some memes to Dave and JRoss, and they're getting to learn my English a lot better. Like so.
Yeah, I feel like I'm tracking you a lot better, but maybe it's because I started caring about what you had to say at some point.
Yeah,
Ooh.
maybe.
Ooh.
I think my favorite of the memes you sent me was the wee Jamie Lee being talked about on American news.
Yeah.
You're like,
Gosh.
that's English?
Yeah. I speak
Yeah.
English. Just for anybody out there, I speak English.
That's the same language.
I know, it's shocking, isn't it?
It's nutty.
I guess they have rednecks everywhere.
They really do.
They do.
I mean, they got him in Canada. They got him in the States. They got him in Mexico.
Yeah,
Rednecks
we have
everywhere.
mutants.
Just call them something different.
We have mutants. We have mutants where it's places where people like have webbed toes and shit, and I think you have that in America too. It's maybe not rednecks, like
Webbed toes.
that sort of thing, and
You mean
the-
our
They call that-
politicians?
They call that Alabama.
yeah, the Alabama. We have in Alabama, but this because everything's very close where I live.
I think
'cause-
in the States we call them Appalachian people.
Also that.
yeah.
I think that's what we were referring to here. Like Appalachian man, Appalachian woman. Do you ever watch Soft White Underbelly on YouTube?
No, should I?
It's amazing. Yeah, highly recommend.
Yo,
highly,
link me.
highly, super just you get to hear the stories of some of the most interesting, fascinating, how did it end? How did they end up like this kind of people from all walks of life? It's incredible. I think it's just called Soft White Underbelly. I'm gonna search it and I'm gonna send it to you.
What I find more concerning is that before the stream started, Dave kept on asking us, "Have we seen such a thing?" And both at exactly the same time, we were going, "Nope."
Oh yeah, I was talking about the Big Les show.
Nope.
YouTube is huge, though.
I know.
YouTube is huge, but I figured if you've been on it long enough, you're as chaotic as I am, which y'all are. There you go. Soft White Underbelly. Pick a fucking interview. Pretty amazing.
I think, boys, we should end this with a
With JRoss
JRoss
telling a story.
JRoss special.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what am I reading?
You are reading how my DM used players' own girlfriend against him.
Okay,
I-
this sounds...
I have a funny feeling this is a JRoss story because you love a bit of neckbeardia. You love all that sort
Yeah.
of stuff.
He loves
I'm
the
going to
drama.
read this as a green text. That's happening.
Okay.
Great.
And I might even try and do the fake neckbeardia accent.
Oh, go for it, man. Go for it.
Go for it.
Look at him.
Yeah, so all I'm going to say is that the person reading the stories in neckbeardia's channel is... I was talking about a mutant. There you go. It's from that part of the world. So if you can if you can nail that, I will.
I
be very
don't think
impressed.
I can do Megan's accent.
I think you probably could give it a good go. So go for it. Go for it. She'll love it.
Good
Let
luck,
me
J.
just-
Ross. Godspeed.
Let me just full screen this so I can get a decent view of the text. Drink
Oh, I
some
feel you
whiskey.
there. Yeah, I got you there too.
Love this.
Be me. Long time lurker, first time poster. Obligatory
Hi.
cell phone post warning. Okay, so I joined this large campaign with 9 players. Wicked, I know. We were playing a Horde of the Dragon Queen. The player in question was playing a Goliath Paladin. His girlfriend that lived with him would listen in on our games, and without him or us players knowing, he asked the DM asking if she could guest star in a session or two. The DM had her appear as a female Goliath who worked in the circus as a strong woman act, one that the players were instantly smitten with, and had begun one of the sickeningly cute and adorable romantic moments I've seen between two people. Not gonna lie, was kinda jealous for a bit. Anyway, we joined their caravan to the next city, when everything went from 0 to 10,000 real quick. In the city of Baldur's Gate, the girlfriend revealed herself as a succubus. After a rather grueling battle with her and her thralls that we were masquerading as the circus hands, got a hold of said paladin and removed half of his soul before disappearing with a teleportation spell. We wouldn't encounter her again until after we returned from the floating castle, but still, I swear I could feel the poor guy's soul leaving his body when she sprung her trap.
Yay! Brilliant. Thank you very much. It's a good story.
That was a great story.
Dave, I don't think JRoss nailed Megan very well, but I think
That was a piss poor excuse for a Megan, but I
I
support
wasn't
you.
going for Megan.
But you, who
I
you,
know.
do you want to know
Yeah,
who
you
you,
were going
potato
to.
accent.
do you know who
The
do you know
thing
the
is-
potato accent? Do you know who you did nail quite well? Nolan. I had Nolan vibes on that sort of just the style, the way he did it.
Interesting.
I know, I
Thank
don't know where I
you.
got that from. Thank you. I don't know if it was a compliment, to be honest.
Ain't nobody vibe like Nolan.
I know.
Not even JRoss. Fuck you, JRoss.
Yeah, I'm
Right, JRoss, send us in your very best
Fucking love it.
potato accent.
Hmm.
Putting you under pressure now.
Let me see.
Oh, Craig's just getting here. God damn it. Hi, Craig. I love you, Craig.
Oh,
Craig.
hi, Craig. How are you?
Your timing is
Craig.
atrocious today, unfortunately.
I was
my
down at the
mans.
club, so I was the other day.
It's not Craig. Who says
Oh,
Craig?
look, Sir Stoner knows Big Les. That's the shit.
Big less.
Sir Stoner knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's the fucking best fucking bit. I'll send it to you. Every
Yeah, I
Dragon Boy, alt
searched
boy.
that one out already.
Okay, worth it, right? The Sting and Roger. It's the best fucking bit, Matt. Anyway, cool. JRoss, where can people annoy you? On Discord, maybe?
People can find me in the MrRipper group finder Discord. I'm at JRoss. I will be your friend. I might also tell you to fuck off. But that's just me
Probably.
being nice.
Yeah, you sometimes if he tells you to fuck off, that's usually a good sign. To be honest, that's when you know
Yeah.
he's really.
If I don't
important to you.
respond, that means I don't like you. If I insult you, that means we're friends.
But yeah, you see, that's what makes you not Canadian, I think, because that's how you do it.
Oh
here.
no, that's totally how Canadians do. I can confirm that. Have you heard the way I talk to you, Scott? Think about this for a second.
Yeah, but
you're not really. I know.
No, dude, Canada's all tough love, bro. That's what it is.
I
Gary-
mean, Canada used to be.
We take the fucking it used to be. We used to fucking take the piss out of each other, man. It was fucking great.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Dudes would just scrap for fun, like
Yeah,
just because it's funny.
if you didn't get in a fight on a Friday night, you weren't going to the bar.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes, because
exactly.
all those hard Canadians we know about, like, do you know what I mean? Oh, aye.
Yeah,
bro.
watch some hockey.
Bro, yeah, watch
that's
some
not
hockey. Look out for Ty
Yeah,
Domi.
they've
He's
got
like
pads
flat
on.
one. And
I'm
he'll
sorry.
flatten you.
By the way, watch some hockey is maybe the whitest thing you can possibly say.
Yeah.
I mean,
Watch-
there are some white things that one can say.
watch,
I was
watch.
playing polo in the Berkshires this weekend.
Yeah, watch.
That's pretty
watch.
white.
Watch. Rugby. Has anybody watched rugby before?
Yep.
My
My brother used to play it in high school.
Yo, my
Yeah.
high school was pretty good at rugby for a bunch of farm boys.
A bunch of farm boys. Is that what they call you these days? Right. Dave, where can we find you? Where can we find you?
TikTok and Instagram at Dave Makes Noises.
You still doing a TikTok? I banned it.
I haven't
now,
made
so-
a TikTok
Might
in a hot
actually
minute.
get on TikTok just to spam Dave Makes Noises videos.
I
Yo, you could do that. I wouldn't stop you. Although, if it gets me in trouble, we're gonna have a real problem.
whenever
We'll make
I'm-
responses to your videos, Dave, and it will be amazing.
All right.
We will
let's
have
do it.
collaborative memes.
I
Great.
strongly recommend the TikTok that Dave's done where he's showing off his new gutties, where he's strutting
What
up the
gutties.
gutties.
Oh, the
Tra-
fucking
trainers.
gutties, my sneakers.
That's what you call them here, gutties.
Oh, gutties. That's hilarious.
But it's not. But they're not really gutties. Are those old school shoes you used to get with the flat rubber
in
bottoms. and
Toronto, if someone gets gutty with you, it means that they're like getting up in your shit, like they're
Yeah,
they're
it's like you're
real
ready to
tough.
throw fists.
Is that,
Like gutty as in like, oh, you fucking got some guts all of a sudden. Like when
Oh,
that's
right,
kind of
right.
like what gutty means to Canadians. Isn't
It's
that
like
weird?
when someone who's chirping grows upset.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been educated.
They just like spent too much time beaking,
I'm getting.
Mhm.
and now it's now it's time for tarps off.
I'm getting
Fucking Tilly time, boys.
educated in the old poutine language, Emma. Is that it?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, TikTok, Dave Makes Noises. Instagram, Dave Makes Noises. Beacons.ai/Dave Makes Noises. All my shit's there.
Yes. Thank you very much for watching, guys. You know where I am anyway, because you're here. I could say follow me. I've ditched the Facebook. Twitter's my main source. If you want to hit me a tweet. If you wanna...
Follow Mr. Ripper on Twitter to find all your racist needs.
No, definitely not.
JRoss.
Time to end.
I'm joking.
JRoss.
I know.
Mr. Ripper is woke, don't worry.
I know. Very
Mr.
well.
Ripper is very woke.
Yes. They call you Potato Hentai Lord. I wonder why. Oh, 'cause
Mr.
you're the
Ripper is
skinniest
based,
person out of the
okay?
group. I get called Potato. 'Cause...
Mr. Ripper is both based and also
And woke.
sometimes cringe.
Thank
So
you.
are you. So are all of us, though.
I
Like,
mean,
to be real, like to be based
I've-
is to be cringe sometimes.
I've accepted that you either die based or live long enough to see yourself become cringe.
And on that note, we wish
Time
you
to
all
go.
a wonderful rest of your Sunday.
Yes.
Have a
cheers.
lovely long weekend, folks.
Yeah, it's only got a couple of hours. My weekend ends in 55 minutes. JRoss.
This is America.
Well,
enjoy-
tomorrow I have a stat holiday, which means the air conditioning in my condo won't be fixed.
Womp womp.
Well, I got accountancy work to do tomorrow, so I have to buy a highlighter so I can highlight shit on a bit of paper. How bad's that? So, I know.
Can't
I'm
do it
paid
on a
Dave,
computer?
actually.
Is it
Paid
not
Dave.
2021?
What?
Use
You're gonna pay
Excel.
Dave?
No.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, before I go, because there's still 29 people watching. The thing about it is that I'm going to send all my paperwork over, and they're going to print it off, and they're going to do it with a highlighter. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do it all, and I'm going to write it all down on a bit of paper, and then I'm going to give it to them. Save the trees. Also, that means I don't get tortured.
Told you Mr. Ripper was based.
No, environmentalism is based.
It is so based.
Yeah, no. I've got a printer. I've only ever printed like 3 things off.
How's that 3090 treating you, by the way? Y'all still running on coal up there?
Dave,
Oh,
the end.
Wind power now. Signed up for wind power.
Oh, you just signed up for wind. That's right, you did. You see,
Yeah.
Mr. Ripper cares about the environment.